Bourbon Barkeep, my name is Curtis, and Hard Truth Distillery, they're just one of those distilleries that just kind of keep popping up. They got certain releases that I never see. I don't know if they're rare or lack of distribution or yes. I'm like, wow, they seem to really like that. Oh, that release, that'd be fun. Never see it. But this one ran into, pretty intrigued by it. I mean, you're talking about some pretty expensive wood. Yeah, let's put it in our body. Hard Truth out of Nashville, Indiana. Sure, it's lovely, but we're up against Nash Vegas. I feel like a compare is going to happen at this point. But Nashville, Indiana, they got a pretty good distillery up there. I'm not going to lie to you. I've enjoyed Hard Truth. Now, they actually, when I was thinking about it, they are starting to remind me a little bit of Holiday. Now, before everybody freaks out, no, I'm not jumping ship on Holiday. We still got hope with them. But these guys are starting to ramp up in age. Some of their juice starting to get a little older. They're slapping 7-year labels on there. Looking at Holiday, going with 6. You're like, hey, what are we doing here? They are starting to do a little more exciting finishes. They got like the Master Blenders Reserve. They got the, what else? The Double Oaked Rye. They got every finish imaginable at this point. And, I'm starting to take a little notice. Now, granted, the price of Hard Truth, last I checked on some of these finishes, Master Blender, Distiller Blends, that's not it, but you get it. A little up there in price. But now that the age is starting to creep up there too, I mean, maybe we start giving them a little more attention. Anyways, this guy, the Mizunara finish, this is going to be the second release that they did. The first one was going to be with their rye mash bill. This one was actually their wheated straight bourbon mash bill. So dumped the bourbon, I believe 7 years old, into the Mizunara barrels, and out we came. 116 proof. I believe SRP on this guy is $100. Looked that up, and I was like, wow, that's a price, that's for sure. But you're talking about apparently very expensive Japanese wood. You're gonna pay for it. I don't know if it's tariff related, but I have a feeling that's just how they do it out there. This being the second release from their Barrel Finish Reserve series, I'm assuming they're talking about the Mizunara. I feel like I saw a couple others out there, like a sherry finish and things like that. But at least in this one, they changed it up, went with the wheated. I believe it was like 19% wheat. Hopefully, we'll see if that's correct when we flash up the mash bill in a minute here. Outside of that, I believe I read that this was like only 24 barrels. So if that's not small batch, I don't know what is at this point. But we care about the taste. Yes, $100, not ideal, regardless of species of oak. But let's get it poured up, see if she's delicious, or we just keep the Mizunaras across the large pond. Welcome back. We are poured up. We are ready to nose. I feel like I haven't done a good job of mentioning there's a Patreon. There's free Glencairns, free samples. Go check it out. I flash it up at the end. Apparently no one stays till the end, and I don't blame you. I watch a couple other channels. I don't do that either. So here we are. Like and subscribe. Boom, nailed it on the nose. Little tingle on the nose, but not necessarily coming across as alcohol necessarily. Maybe like a black pepper in there. Some sweetness, kind of depends on, I guess, the wave that you get on the swirl. It either goes like a nice nougat, or depending on the nostril, marshmallow, or both. I don't know if that's a candy bar or if that's a candy bar waiting to happen, but you can take that and not credit me one bit. Great baking spice. There is a fair amount of nougat. It smells like if Baby Ruth forgot the peanuts and you just got the nougat on the top of your lip. A little cherry in there. almost like an artificial cherry, like a cherry syrup. Like you went to IHOP, and God knows that's not real cherry. It's like that. Nose is intriguing. It actually is pretty rich, pretty dense, but they just slam 4 notes in there, and there's nothing wrong with that. So if you're 10, 12 note guy, doesn't have to have 12. Could be 4, or it could just be me. Let's get on the palate and see. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Maybe that's first sip, but boy, that is a nice hug. That's peach pie. It's delicious peach pie. Almost maybe like a bruleed peach. So we're not talking very bright peach. It's actually going into a nice, rich, baked, bruleed peach cobbler. I'm excited for that. That hug punches above 116. We are going to do a sip 2, make sure. But I still kind of feel like that nice, slow drip. And there are certain things that make me lean towards maybe you're an expensive bottle. Experience in the mouth, experience in the chest. And I mean like just this nice, slow warm. And this has that. But that peach hangs around a good bit. Good kind of like a vanilla bean ice cream kind of hanging around there. Just good rich vanilla. Let's do sip 2. That is better than I thought. That's delicious. Nose wasn't bad one bit. Highly intrigued. Enjoy a good, dense, rich flavor. That palate's great. Peach cobbler, little vanilla bean ice cream. It does start to get. I don't want to go bitterness. There's like a black coffee, so I guess that would be bitter. But I like black coffee, so maybe it speaks to my soul at this point. But there's a black coffee, oak, baking spice, good cinnamon spice in there. But it's pretty oily. Hangs on the palate for a while and kind of floods the palate pretty well too. Pretty shocking. I will say that fake artificial cherry syrup that I was kind of knocking on IHOP for, that has died down. There is like a nice rich maple syrup coming through and continues on to this great peach, great baked down peach. Start caramelizing those sugars a little bit. Yeah. All right, sip 3 and let's score this guy. Highly enjoyable. I wouldn't say anything. No, I'm going to take that back. There's a nice like nuttiness in there now. Not on the forefront, still tucked behind this great peach cobbler and vanilla bean ice cream with a side of coffee. So maybe I will stick with the IHOP, like the original IHOP that still has pride maybe and doesn't have kids around you. You're just there, just sulking with pie, like in the movies. But there's a nice like baked pecan. Raw pecan feels weird, but maybe it's the richness of the pour. That's delightful. Well, moving this right along, we got our senses categories. Fire those guys up. Thoroughly impressed. Went in very blind. I've never tried Mizunara finish, and haven't had Hard Truth in forever. I love their green label. Goes a little tropical. Tough to justify when you have the barrel seagrass out there and you're still talking tropical vacation. But they're starting to get a little age behind them. I'm excited to see where they go. In terms of this bottle, senses-wise, I think I'm going to go 79. I don't know what's holding it back from great. Maybe it's the wheat. Maybe I do shy away from the wheated bourbons a little bit. Would have been a little more intrigued on the rye piece of it, but I digress. Scoring what's in front of me, very impressed. Maybe the wheat like softens that beautiful, beautiful bruleed peach. But I like what's in front of me. I'm excited to try it again and again. This one will be a nice, fun, shareable one. Not going to lie to you. I think even though with the maybe just 5-ish tasting notes that they have, it's rich, it's dense. I do really enjoy just a great dense pour, and I do enjoy peach cobbler. So that helps it quite a bit. I wouldn't say slam by, But if you do hear the tasting notes and they're pretty intriguing to you and you do see it, for how limited of a batch and distribution Hard Truth it probably is bringing to the table, or not bringing to the table to be more accurate, I'd probably snag it. It's done really well, and I am highly intrigued on where they're going. At this point, you start slapping on age statements, color me intrigued. And I'm pretty sure the price hasn't gone up, which means their younger stuff was just very, very pricey. So, let me know what your thoughts are if you ever saw it. If you did try the rye, definitely let me know how it kind of compares to this beautiful diner pie coffee pour. But the more I'm talking about the scenery or the scene that I'm setting for myself on enjoying this, I may go just bring it to Denny's at this point.